Excellent. Both the finalists are ready. The results have been entered from the previous rounds. Players are heading into the challenge screen as we speak. It will be a matchup between Spain's Team Implosion's Zetaeme versus Mateuss from Hungary, which is, well, still pretty close to a finished player. Not quite, but almost. Of course, we as tournament administrators are completely unbiased and do not support any single player over another. I'm gonna get the players the permission to start playing.
Well, I have to say I'm a little bit jealous for the Spanish player, because my friend just came out of the Spain and he said there's plus 30 every day, and we haven't seen even one plus 30 day.
Wow.
In Finland this year, so yeah.
That's definitely a different amount of. That's a different setting to be playing Hearthstone in. Yeah. Because in Finland we've got rain, we've got bleak, everything is horrible and cold and blank and dark. They've got sunny, sunshine days, so the players that decide to play Hearthstone have to really love it, have to really make a decision like, I'm not gonna go out today, it's such a lovely day, I'm gonna go ahead and play in a nice tournament. And of course, for that, we appreciate every single bit of it. Thank you for playing in our tournament. In case you've missed it before, this is the Hearthstone.fi Monday Night Community Tournament number 36. We are powered by Fractia, a web services company. And this is the grand final best of 5 conquest format. Each player has to win with their decks at least once. We know both players are bringing a lineup, which is pretty similar when it comes to power level, but completely different when it comes to style. Mateuss is bringing almost all control decks, except for his Warlock. I believe his Warlock was a Zoo Demon variant as well.
Yeah.
And Zetaeme also has a Zoo Demon variant. Combine that with a mid-range hunter and a tempo mage. It's a little bit more aggressive, actually quite a lot more aggressive than the lineup of Mateuss. So this could either be a really quick, aggressive play style series of 40 minutes, maybe less, or it could end up being another 1.5 hour major.
Well, it seems that well, the Spanish player is getting quite a nice start for the match, just beating warrior down to now 20, but there is a brawl in the hand, and that egg was silenced, so that shows you that there will be some kind of answer for at least most of the board.
The knife juggler would be the worst possible result, but the 3-2 taunt is not bad.
Yeah,
it's
actually
somewhere in the middle. Or maybe the second best.
Yeah, I think that's... You want to have your knife juggler left over there, but if you can't, I think that's the best one. If it has taunt, the 3-2 body is really nice in this kind of matchup. It still needs something. Now you can just tap and hope to get something like 2-drop, 3-drop.
You could also go for power overwhelming on your minion, go face and then Void Terror. Get a really big Void Terror, but that's prone to get big game huntered. So it would be a risk. The safer spot would also be Defender of Argus, just go face.
I think this is better line of play. You are not as vulnerable for execute or something like that. Now there have to be something to play over there. You can't easily remove both of the guys. So Tower Sun is good play.
The Tower Sun is an okay play, considering that if the Warlock player had 11 damage as burst right now, which is not far off, it's power overwhelming times 2 plus a Defender of Argus, which is 10 damage burst. He's actually 1 off lethal right now. Had Mateuss played the Shield Maiden, the situation would have been maybe a little bit different.
Yeah.
Actually, if the juggle from the Defender of Argus hit face...
This is I was just counting, this is lethal.
This is lethal.
Holy crap. That's neat.
That is a stylish lethal. Turn 6 Zoo versus Control Warrior. Actually playing the Father Son was a mistake.
Yeah,
Do you think that playing the Shield Maiden would have made a difference though? Would it have been survivable? Well, there was a second brawl, it would have been survivable. Definitely.
Yeah, but you would still just put an answer after another answer without actually getting anything on the board. And that means that the Warlock can easily just push more guys on the table. And I think trying the Taurusar when you have like really huge drops in your hand, it's better because that had to roll 4 to be lethal. And it did roll. So maybe 3 and all the juggles to the face, yeah, it would be also lethal, but that's just a bit unlucky.
Well, the first game was a fast one. The second pick is gonna be, I'm predicting it's gonna be Mage for Zetaeme. Oh, damn. Hunter. Well, still.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul.
If it's a Hunter versus a Zoo, then could swing either way, I think. Maybe slightly in favor of the Zoo player.
Yeah, I think Zoo is a little bit favored because of it runs nice taunt givers. It has good burst potential. I think Hunter just makes more damage overall, and if Mateuss can manage his life tapping in this matchup, he should be fine.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna see a Haunted Creeper coined out to be popped for the Knife Jugglers later on. And if you get double Knife Juggler on the board on turn 3, it's also a pretty good situation to stand on. Nothing before Zetaeme's Hunter on turn 1. The greedier play would be to go for the Knife Juggler, for both players actually. To either coin out the Knife Juggler or coin out the, or play out the Knife Juggler from Zetaeme.
Yep.
With the Haunted Creeper down, I think he should absolutely take the Haunted Creeper himself as well.
Yeah. You don't want to give the chance for the opponent to go for your Knife Juggler with the juggles. Now it will be just beat down basically. Well, go to the face, put the Knife Juggler over there.
Yep, and instead of your opposing player getting to utilize the juggles, you get to utilize the juggles.
Yeah.
So if the juggler gets a 33% chance hit at least once out of 2 options, you're golden.
Yeah.
And you are golden.
Nice.
Juggler, Flame Imp, trade.
Yeah. So having that
Trade
second
first,
juggler,
actually, even.
yeah, trade first and then.
Face,
Now
worst. Best. Oh, that
Yeah.
compensates. Now 1 in 3 chance to go for the face, which is bad.
Yeah.
And no. Good.
But still there is an Unleash the Hounds what you can use just to clear out the board. Well, there will be one left, so it's decent answer, but still I think Hunter has the most, like, you have to push for your damage because the Demon Zoo has a really strong endgame against Hunter, one has only those Savannah Hymens.
Yep, the Hunter does have a limited option pool to himself right now, and on this turn 5, forced to play a vanilla Houndmaster unless he goes for the Iron Beak Owl by himself or by itself. Of course, the owl is not a gendered being, it is just an animal in this case. What do we know? It could be a Mr. or Mrs. Owl. It's still a very small threat on the board. Doesn't really do anything. It does stop the Void Claw from summoning a potential Mal'Ganis and a Doomguard, but it gets traded out with the Spectral Spiders so easily. Don't like it too much.
Yeah, but playing just naked Houndmaster doesn't feel good either, so
No,
I think
it would have still been some sort of body. Yeah, the opposing player could have activated the Void Core with it, but still. I don't think the Imp Gang boss is actually better here. I would have preferred to have seen the Void Walker come down in combination with the Defender of Argus, because then you could have used the Defender of Argus buff on the Void Caller, could have made it more effective, and immediately gotten some more value out of it.
That's actually true.
Maybe if you're using the Defender of Argus later on to buff your own Imp Gang boss, then yeah, maybe, sure. But it's still a heavier card for the curve. It's harder to get out of your hand when you're holding on to Doomguard. Personally would like more to see that.
Wait, okay, that was interesting. He tapped when he had the Bane of Doom in the hand. I think just putting your 3-4 to Savannah and using a Bane of Doom would be really nice.
It's definitely an option, but on the other hand, you don't have to fight for board control. You can just drop your guys, let the Hunter try and come through your taunt wall. Because what's the risk here? Either he attacks the 1-3, which is the lowest impact card, and you still get to deal almost 10 damage to the face next turn. Or...
Well, I think the Hunter's Mark and Unleash the Hounds is really nice, because you can get most of the stuff out of the board.
That is true. The Unleash the Hounds is definitely a threat.
Yeah.
And the Hunter's Mark makes sure that your taunt is no longer a meaningful minion.
But there was one Unleash the Hounds used, so that gives you, like, it's not that but there's not that good chance to actually have that in the hand, but sadly now there was one.
Yep. If you want to go for there's actually a lot of options on this board. Many options. The Bane of Doom, the Abusive Sergeant, plus the Doomguard are all up for grabs. Using the Abusive Sergeant on the 2-3 I think is the best to start. So you can trade into the 8-4. Leave your 1-3 open to kill one of those 1-1s. And then Bane of Doom on those 2-2s. You can do this as well. By using the Bane of Doom first, you can Abusive Sergeant your 1-1 to trade into the 4-3.
Yeah.
Which would be better than holding onto the Nerubian Egg. Of course, this Nerubian Egg play means that he's trying to utilize the Abusive Sergeant next turn when he's guaranteed to get such a small amount of mana that he should be able to play at least the Abusive plus the Doomguard.
Yeah.
So he's counting on the fact that the Hunter is not able to deal enough damage to kill him this turn. So next turn he'll have 7 from his hand and hopefully something left on the board to finish off the Hunter.
I think there won't be too much left on the board, but interesting. He didn't trade 2 doggies. Does he play safe and... No.
Now the Handmaster makes a lot of sense. Handmaster combined with the Pilot Shredder means you've got a taunt wall, plus you've got a sticky minion. And there's not going to be any AoE. In a normal Zoo Demon variant, you don't get Shadow Flames, you don't get Hellfires.
Yeah.
Now it's going to backfire. The activation isn't enough for that 2-2 to make a significant impact on the board. You can trade into a 2-1, but that 4-4 will easily be traded by those opposing 4-3s. And if there's 4 damage from the hand of the Hunter, you're actually dead. That's 12 on the board, 2 from the hero power, so 2 from the hand would have been enough. Big risk. That's why I think that the Abusive Sergeant last turn would have been a little bit better.
And also another Houndmaster was actually placed wrong. You always want to have guys on your piloted shredders both sides, because if there comes a dog.
True. If you get a Direwolf Alpha out of the spawn from the shredder, then you want it to be between your minions. So placement matters, people.
Yeah. I did learn this by watching Savage stream. It was quite interesting.
So 1 in 3 chance to get lethal, and if it doesn't hit the face, it's still a fairly good chance that the warrior, Warlock doesn't get anything major, and it just turns out to be completely wrong, and he gets awesome minions. He could trade into the Shredder, hope for a Doomguard, Doomsayer, but that would actually end up hurting him more.
Okay, that backfired badly, man. That's because now, if can Ragnaros hit you in the face when you have Malgan?
Nope.
Okay, so
he can hit you in the face, but it does nothing.
Oh yeah, so it can, so it's 50-50. So you have to actually trade that Mal'Ganis. Yeah.
You definitely take the lethal chance. You trade out the Mal'Ganis.
Well, anyway, it's good because it will kill either that 5-2 or just the Raptor. So, yeah. No.
9 damage from the hand once again from Mateuss. Unlikely. It doesn't happen.
Yep.
Zetaeme takes the second match. And only the mage is left. And was it a grinder or a tempo?
Well, it was a grinder mage.
So it's gonna be a grinder match. Opposite from those two really quick, more aggressive matchups, the grinder mage is gonna potentially take a little bit longer. Of course, last time he finished the game, what, on turn 7? 8?
8.
Yeah, turn
double
8.
fireball. Yeah.
Double fireballs. So,
Let the games begin.
could be one of the fastest finals we've had in this tournament in quite a while.
Yeah. That is true.
Druid versus Grinder Mage. Not bad, not bad. The burst is there, definitely. Boom and Ancient Lore, good cards, but perhaps not in his starting hand. At least one of them should be mulliganed out. I believe that the Savage Roar should be mulliganed out at this stage as well.
Yeah. Which one do you leave?
Ancient
Lore or
Lore.
Boom?
I think I leave the Lore, just for the card advantage later on.
Yeah. And
Nope,
ships
not
everything.
leaving anything. You do want the Wild Growth in your hand. You've already
Yep.
got the Innervate, so fishing
That's
for the
true.
Wild Growth is a good idea.
Yeah, coining out Wild Crow doesn't do anything in this because you don't have anything to play in turn, like free drop.
Yup. So instead, Mad Scientist from the Mage. He's got Flame Cannon, a duplicate Water Elemental, and Arcane Elect waiting. So even if the Druid were to play anything this turn, the Flame Cannon more than likely take care of it. This Kazan Mystic is probably going to be MVP in this matchup.
Yeah.
If it's just a duplicate you get out, it's maybe not the best possible situation unless you get to duplicate the Mystic.
Yeah.
You want to definitely save her for that Ice Block, which would be the most key of all the secrets.
Yeah. There was a slight pause in Mateuss' play. He was thinking to innervate out the second Wild Crow, but he didn't because he basically had the same chance to just coin out that Sludge Belcher. So he was like thinking, do he want to save and coin or innervate? So, and innervate was the play, so it was the right play. Like the coin was right. Like
Yeah.
save or innervate.
The Innervate is better saved because you don't have a good turn 5 play, and now,
Yeah.
with the Innervate, you get something.
Yeah.
That something just happens to be the best center drop in the game, no big deal.
Yeah.
Slightly
Doctor
lucky.
balanced.
Sometimes lucky, one could say. Turn 5 from the Grinder Mage, Belcher, pretty much the only option.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go duplicate hero power, but what does that achieve?
And that means you have to trade your Mad Scientist away because you don't. Well,
You don't want to duplicate the Scientist now.
you want Belchers, so awkward turn.
Could be worse. Ice Block, there's that key card. You want to use your Kazan Mystic on the Ice Block. You don't currently know if it is an Ice Block or if it's not an Ice Block. So it would be a risk to play the Kazan Mystic before scouting out the secret.
Yeah.
First,
But he just goes for the man mode, I think.
yep, you don't want to see duplicated Belchers either.
Yeah.
So,
And he's like, oh, well, it was actually Ice Block. Thank you.
Yep, that will work. That'll do, dog. That'll do, as they say. Trade out the 3-5 with this turn pretty much plays itself. Use the hero power to soften up the 1-1. So the Boombot will get more value by not hitting the minion. Oh, well.
So you need that.
I would have attacked with the hero first, so it would have been a guarantee to hit the face.
Yeah.
Turn 7, Keeper plus Shade, yeah, no rush. Zetaeme just... Out of all these options, the least bad is going for the Thaurissan. Because if you go for the intellect, then you're using duplicates as well. And there's nothing to duplicate, so.
Yeah, next turn you can just at least put a Frost Elemental and duplicate if they're well.
That puts a wrench in it.
But then I saw it on my screen. I was like, no, come on, like
Denied.
Yeah. Did you really want to do something? No, who did it?
Well, you can still play the minions with Ragnaros.
Yeah, heal bot and just elemental and trade something out.
True. Heal bot saves you for one more turn, maybe, if you trade the 5/5 for the 7/2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You would want to trade your Taurissan. Well, in the dream world you don't want to trade it at all. You want to keep it alive. But you would want to trade 5/5 because then the rest of the board actually trades up like evenly.
And that's lethal, I think, isn't it?
Well, 1 mana off.
Well, still 8 plus 10. Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
2 damage and 1 mana off.
Yeah.
If you use Keeper with it, Keeper of the Grove is 2 damage.
What?
So Savage Roar
actually.
right now is
Yeah.
8 plus 10, 18. Keeper, that's lethal.
That's true. Actually, I didn't count the keep.
Let's see if Mateuss spots it.
My
Yeah.
greetings.
And that's a BM greetings. I think
Yeah.
he sees it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, those days when those damn annoyances were played. Now I haven't seen them for a while, and I'm kind of missing them.
Yeah, you said you want to play the Mech Shaman, you know.
Yeah.
You secretly want to see that card.
Yeah, I think it's
more.
adorable character in Hearthstone.
They did use it in the TV commercials as well, so it talks
Yeah.
in favor of it. And
Yeah.
we're gonna see a wasted turn.
What?
If it's a disconnect, it's a missed lethal. Because of the disconnect.
Okay. That is quite interesting.
If this is indeed a DC,
Yeah.
it means he's lost the game
Waits for no
despite
one.
Yeah.
having lethal. Okay, time waits for no one. Yeah. That was definitely the fastest turn I've ever seen, and there's no Nosdormu either.
Yeah. Why did he pass? This is
No.
interesting.
Nope. He did not pass. He's definitely disconnected.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is an interesting. So now there's
a chance that there's a reconnect. If Mateuss gets back,
yeah.
he can reconnect
Interesting.
into the client.
Yeah.
That would be a damn shame if he lost the game.
Yeah. That is true. Of course, we have seen sometimes players to. Well, some players has basically gave the match away when they know that there was disconnect, but it's
Time waits for
like
no one.
you
No.
can do it, but yeah, it's
This is true.
pointless. Yeah.
This means the series is over. One of the most anticlimactic finishes.
It's sad to see because the comeback was kind of real, and now it's because of reasons it's not.
Sometimes your internet just craps out on you.
Yeah,
Fortunately, we can't stop it.
yeah.
We will give our most heartfelt congratulations to Zetaeme from Team Implosion of Spain. taking the series 3-0 in a clean sweep.
No
And there, wow. Do you see these turns? It's like it's completely making it so that the turns is shorter and shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for joining me, Ville.
Yep, no worries.
We will,
Happy to be here.
Yep, we will be with you guys next week. Once again in tournament number 37. No, 36. This is 35. Isn't it? I've been talking about the wrong number all this time. Oh my lord. This is tournament number 35 and next week is number 36.
Yeah, it actually will be. Yes.
Yeah. Well, small mistakes there on my part. Still, thanks for watching. We will see you next week on tournament number 36. Until then, play more Hearthstone.